Hey, welcome back to part 21 of my 100% walkthrough for First Berserker Khazan. So what we're going to do in this one, we're going to take the right path down the steps, and then after that we should have unlocked the portal leading to the boss. Then we can fight the boss and then do one side mission after that. And what I'm doing right now, I'm just changing my build slightly because we've got an undead, a bunch of enemies coming up. So you probably want to take off your accessories and go back into your ranged options to increase your range damage. You want to make sure you activate the Undead Lantern, which makes it so Undead do not revive if you're close enough to them. And also make sure you've got a Javelin skill unlocked, which makes it so Undead also do not revive if killed with the Javelin. There's some strong enemies along here, but if you know exactly where they are and how to de-aggro them, you can kill them really easily with the Javelin, guys. We'll also complete one of the bonus challenges for killing that eye enemy. Forget the name of it, but you kill it and you make it so when it self-detonates, it kills 5 enemies. That's a really good spot for doing that down here. So yes, come down here, go right, and grab this memory. And then down these next set of steps, there's going to be an undead assassin. It's invisible, of course. And as you get a bit further down, an eye enemy will kind of trigger and come out. And you see him appear from the right. I normally come down until I see the eye enemy moving, then I stop, because then you'll be too far away for the undead assassin to notice you. Kill the eye enemy when he comes into view, and then take out the undead assassin. There's a lot of plague here as well, so make sure you stay away from them trees. Right, there'll be another undead assassin, but first you want to take out the undead ice archer, who's sleeping over there. So yes, take out the ice archer before triggered, and then take out this undead assassin roaming around this part. Once you've taken him out, grab that Crimson Fiend's scroll. Yeah, Crimson Fiend's scroll there, guys. Come up here, take out these undead vagrants. There should be 2 of them. This way your undead lantern comes in very useful. Yeah, take out the 2 vagrants, and then this should be the next soul stone, just on that ledge. You can use a stone or a javelin. If you want to save a javelin, because you will need quite a few coming up, you can select your stone and use a javelin to line yourself up. The javelin, it won't line you up vertically, but you can line yourself up horizontally. So as you can see how I'm missing, use the javelin to, like I say, line yourself up horizontally, and then just move the camera up and down to line yourself up vertically. Yeah, so javelin can kind of help with lobbing stones. Once you've got that soul stone, carrying up here, go forward a little bit until you see the eye enemy triggered and come around the corner. Yeah, the eye enemy will not come around the corner until you go forward a few steps. Now wait for him to stop and lob a javelin at him. It will make him explode and kill 5 enemies, and that will complete that bonus challenge. I think that's where you're supposed to do it. Luckily, they have given us a good spot to get that bonus challenge complete. And down there will be another eye enemy. Kill him, hopefully he'll take out a few enemies in the process. Carry down here and quickly and carefully kill these husk enemies. Remember, these guys can build up plague really quick, especially if you let the frenzied variants explode. There will be some frenzied ones at the back. There's 2 of them. See them coming up now. So watch out for them frenzied, that they do not get a chance of dive and explode, guys. That's it, almost got them all. Most of this loot here is what they dropped, but there's one, I think it's a willpower orb, which is fixed. Yes, that one there, willpower orb times 2. Carry on down here, guys, and go through a path on the right. You'll find a ladder. But what we're going to do first is just over there is an undead ice archer. Hit the ice archer, not the other guy. Hit the ice archer. You'll kill him, quickly drop down, and you'll be too far away, and should also de-aggro the other enemy once you drop down here. The Spellblade, sorry, it's not a Spellblade, it's a renowned, I forget the name of him, but it's one of the stronger undead enemies. But yeah, Spider's down here. I'm just going to buy a few things from him. You might want to buy them concentrated poison essence, because they're very useful for the boss. Yeah, concentrated poison essence, I'd advise buying all 5 of them. Anything else which you want. And then behind him on the left will be a pot containing the jarling. Grab that jarling, unlock the shortcut gate, guys, and then climb back up the ladder. So we took out that ice archer. And the other strong enemy next to him, undead, shadow or warrior, something like that. So it's quite strong, but you can kill him with 2 or 3 charge shots. What I normally do, get a charge headshot, watch it 'cause his head is slightly moving about. Hit him with it, run away until he disappears, and then run back until he reappears. He'll be de-aggroed and his health will still be quite low. So again, charge headshot, and that should kill him if it hits. Yes, got him. Or did I miss? So I think I missed him there. That can happen. But like I say, if you do hit him and trigger him, run away quickly to make him disappear, because he'll be too far away. Then run back and he'll respawn and be de-aggroed. So I just use a spirit ore there to get some spirit back. But yes, he dies with 2 charged headshots. Really nice easy way to kill him. Come up here, go right, kill this undead assassin, and then loot this chest. Yes, loot that chest for some random equipment. Carrying up here next. I think that's all the enemies until we go through the portal. Yeah, but them big guys can be quite difficult. So if you can kill them easily, yes, go for it. You got a fire enhancer there. And up here, you got your next save point, the Abyssal Bridge. This next area we're going to go into is like a dock area, and a lot of the floorboards can break, so be very, very careful. I'm just going to level up my vitality a bit more. Yeah, but these floors that can break, you can actually trigger the enemies to walk on them. And what I like to do first is take out that ice archer up ahead. So take out that ice archer, guys. And yeah, watch out for these floors that move. As you can see, the enemies will run down them, providing the floor panels are still there. But once the floor panels collapse, the enemies will kind of run around them then. But it's nice when you see the undead assassins run on them and then just fall down and die. But yes, undead assassin there, take out the other 2 enemies. There will be another floor panel. You got one there. You got one over here which will collapse. Another undead assassin. Yeah, so he's almost on the floor panel there, and he has fell down. Yeah, luckily the undead enemies cannot swim. Right, so this is where we kill that undead ice archer. But up ahead, behind this wall, is a undead vagrant. Got a drop on him by doing a vital strike. Grab this item here, guys. Guardian's Hoofs ×3. Up here, you've got 2 more undead assassins. We're going to try to trigger one at a time. So don't go too far forward. Just go far enough so you trigger the first. And then run back a bit. Here she comes. Yeah, run back a bit, guys. Kill this one. And then the second, hopefully you can make him fall on the weak boards here. So here she comes. And yeah, she has fallen to her death. I'm going to kill this archer. And we've got the final soul stone down here. Yeah, that should be the final one. You don't need your javelin anymore, by the way, so you can use your javelin if you want to. Yes, get the memory afterwards. Yes, also stones. I'm going to grab this item the enemy dropped, and then come in here for the next boss fight. Just another mini boss. Oh yes, and it's one of these guys. This is the Spellblade Shadow, and I do not like this enemy at all. If they get the combo going, guys, where they do a massive, do like a massive flurry of stabs, you need to really get out of the way, because that can be quite hard to dodge. But once you get your full moon attack going, you can almost unlock them. Right, and you can also use that monument for a bit of cover. Start your combo behind it, so then when you come out from cover and you're about to hit the enemy, you're about to do your 3rd attack and trigger Moonlight Stance. But yes, once you killed him, grab anything he drops, guys, and then interrupt the stone to walk back to this nexus. So you see that portal on the left is now activated. So now going to get ready for this boss coming up. Now this boss, Bellend Arena, Ballerina. Yeah, she is weak to poison. Yes, and that time of regression, that's what you get for completing that challenge with the eye enemy, where you make it self-detonate and kill 5 enemies at once. Yeah, you can go with the Deep Shadow set, because this enemy can spawn a shield, and I find if you've got that guard penetration, it just helps you to damage her quicker. When her shield is active, when her shield is active, you have to deal so much damage in order to get her shield to break. But if you're quick enough and you hit her with a vital strike when she's about to spawn the shield, you can actually stop her from doing it. But you have to be really quick. Basically, as soon as you see her dodge away, run after her, hit her with a vital strike, and if you're quick enough, you'll interrupt that attack. But like I say, when she does spawn the shield, you normally have to deal with a certain amount of damage before it'll break. But if you can use poison on her, then as that poison is actually triggering on her when she's in a shield, eventually it'll just break itself just from the damage which the poison does. So yes, poison is really helpful in this boss. So you want the concentrated poison essence ready. You also want the poison enhancer so you can buff your weapon, and of course use vitality sphere. Now the concentrated poison essence, you're saving that for when she warps really far away and attempts to spawn enemies. Because there will be a point when her health gets so low, she'll warp far away from you, she'll cast like a massive circle around her, and she'll attempt to spawn enemies. If you leave her for too long without damaging her, she can spawn stronger enemies, and you do not want her to spawn the Reacher enemy because he's really, really strong. So as soon as you see a warp far away, like I just did, lob a concentrated poison essence. That's it, because I don't know why, but it always interrupts enemies. And then it's basically just like the normal thing you're doing, guys. Block most of the attacks if you can, bring guards, build up your Moonlight stance, and then do full moon, which works really well at stunning her. Yeah, she can also deflect most different ailments. She can cause lightning, electrocution. I think she can do plague as well. So you probably noticed I also equipped cleanse special potions, because special potions can cure any ailment. So because you don't really know what she's going to do, the special potions are really useful. Just in case you do get electrocuted, just use a special potion, guys, to cure it. And when she summons them skull attacks where they come flying towards you, try to avoid them, because they can do big damage if they hit. Yeah, so she just warped away. I lobbed a poison essence. Now I'm running up to her. I'm going to try to attack her. That's it. And as soon as your poison wears off, guys, on your weapon, use another poison enhancer. Like I say, she's really, really weak to poison. Yeah, avoid them little projectiles, because they do a lot of damage. So look at that. That concentrated poison essence does massive damage because she just stands there in it while trying to summon enemies. But yeah, if you let this boss spam too many attacks, guys, by playing too defensively, it can get pretty nuts, because there'll just be all sorts going on. Especially if she summons the big enemy, which she can, the Reaper. Yeah, you actually fight the Reaper at the end of this video on a side mission. You find out exactly what that enemy is like. So you really want to try to stop her from spawning the Reaper. But yeah, when she does spawn that shield, all you can do is just keep attacking, guys, until it breaks. But like I say, if she's got poison triggered on her, it'll make it break a lot quicker. But all I do when she summons them remnants, I just keep avoiding them. Yeah, but I just focus on the boss, just ignore them remnants, because they do eventually despawn. Yeah, but then all it's a case of is learning most of her attacks. Right, just got her in time. Yeah, so Hermit, you get that for defeating Bellend Arena. So we'll chat with her afterwards.
You're not hit. I thought you don't know about his research into forbidden secrets.
Yes, you get a little cutscene.
I was researching necromancy.
And then we'll chat again, and then we'll go back to the crevice. Yes, go back to the crevice because we have a side mission we want to do first. Yes, exhaust the dialogue. Yes, you'll be talking to Tristan. He'll give you a side quest, or sorry, the new main mission, but you want to come and talk to Bellend Arena because she'll give you the side quest. Yes, talk to Bellend Arena, guys, to get that side quest from her. Right, going to go through the portal into the realm. Going to go right up the steps over to the spectral teleporter. And we're going to go back into Raffler Mountains and do the Atlantis, the precise side mission. Yeah, you just got this one side mission, then we'll be back onto the main quest. Right, so destroyed ruins. Yes, you want to change back up to your exploration build. Yes, I'm going to go back into my javelin. There are some strong enemies here. You'll be fighting a lot of them Spellblade shadows. But there are ways to kind of cheese them a little bit for your javelin if you play your cards right. Yeah, but I'll show you a few little ways to do that. And that counter attack, that's because we're going to be doing countering quite a bit here. Just so I do a bit more damage. And we'll be guiding a little bit as well. It is quite a small side mission. But there's just a lot of strong enemies here. So I'm going to go back to my bard set. We will be getting a new bard set in the next video, by the way, on the next main mission. You'll find one in the chest. It's fixed. It's fixed to appear there. So we'll be getting a stronger one very soon. But yeah, this first enemy, we're going to get a charged headshot on him. You don't really have far enough to run away. But yeah, I think there's about 3 or 4 of them Spellblade shadow enemies on this one. And there's 2 or 3 of the other type as well, the big sword. But yeah, just going to rest up. I'm going to level up my vitality a little bit more. I think I'm taking vitality up to 50. Or is it 40? Yeah, then I'm going to go back onto endurance, I think. Yep, and I can also increase my damage multiplier a little bit more. So yes, go into your memories, increase your damage multiplier, guys. And then talk to Bellend Arena. Exhaust the dialogue. Right, and there is the enemy. So get a charge headshot on him. That's it. We take off most of his HP. Then move back a bit. I'm going to wait for him to come over to me. If you come over here, he normally starts with a counter attack. So yes, just counter that attack. And then hopefully it gives you a drop on him. It allows you to get a few hits in. Yeah, the thing about these guys, they do eventually hyper armor through your potent blows. So do you need to be really careful, guys. You can't sunlock them like a lot of the others. And of course, because it's a bunch of undead enemies, do not forget to activate your undead lantern. Right, so carry on down here. Do not go left yet, because there's an elite enemy. We want to go right first at the fork. Take out these 2 archers. Yeah, take out 2 archers, and then we'll also grab their memory. So that's 2 archers down. Let's grab the memory. It should also give us a spirit charge, guys, providing you've got the right skill equipped. Right, so this elite enemy is just over there. Going to get a headshot on him. Right, like so. Watch out, 'cause his head is moving back and forth a little bit. Right, straight after, spin around, run back past the save point. You should just be able to get far enough away to de-aggro him. Just run around it and then run back. He should just de-aggro where he just was. Yeah, see, there he is. Now I'm going to get another free headshot on him. And he should all be almost dead at this point. But you don't have any more distance to put between you. So unfortunately, you can't de-aggro him again. But luckily now he's only got a tiny slither of health left. So just like the other one, he'll almost always start with a counter attack if you come over here. And you can easily finish him off. So elite enemy, he can drop the Executioner Scroll. It is random. I have had it dropped, and I've always had times when it's not dropped. So if it doesn't drop, you can also always just restart this mission later, guys, and just run straight to enemy and try to kill him in the same way again. You want to come up here. There'll be a chest. There'll be 2 vagrant enemies as well, which normally spawn as you approach a chest. So be ready to evade these and take them out. Yeah, I think it's just random equipment in that chest. Right, once got them, we're going to get a new Netherworld energy. I'm not quite sure if these cap at anything. Like, I wonder New Game Plus if you can get more, or you can only hold, for example, 10 altogether, something like that. But yes, another Netherworld energy and a fire enhancer. Now, do not go right yet, just go straight on. But that wall is fake. You want to run forward to it and then get ready to counter this enemy, which will do a burst attack through the wall. So make sure you run a bit closer, because if you're too far away, his counter attack will not reach you. And that burst attack he does is a nice, easy thing to counter, guys, and start off the fight by just countering him and then performing a combo. That's it. He went down quite well actually then. And there's your first soul stone of this level. So yes, smash that soul stone, guys. And that's the only one. Yes, only one soul stone on there. Grab that spirit ore and also grab the augment of wisdom. And also the fugitive major scroll. Yes, fugitive major scroll there. And augment of wisdom, and of course that soul stone. So down these steps, just come forward so much. And you can see that shield enemy. Take him out for headshots, and then take out this ice archer next. Like I say, guys, make sure you got a soul stone, the fugitive major scroll, and the augment of wisdom. Come down here, clear 2 enemies, grab that memory. Once you've got a memory, drop down this hole, grab that collection, necromancy research journal number 1, and then we're going to rest at this save point where death lingers. There's one more save point after this, and then we're at the boss. Yes, one more stretch. So where death lingers, I'm going to increase my vitality a little bit more. Right, so down here it's going to be another one of them Spellblade shadows. If you run down there, that triggers him to come around the corner and he'll start walking towards you. What I like to do is get a charged headshot on him before he becomes aware of me. It's a bit tricky to do so just because he's walking forward and his head's like tiny. But yeah, it just helps me get a bit of a head start on this health bar. Right, and I've got to take him out. Like I say, with these guys, watch out for their kind of flurry of stabs. But if you get him here, you can actually use that side wall to evade his attacks. Right, I think I've got him. Yeah, watch out for the plague building up. I'm a bit too close to that tree there. Yeah, so I've got to use the Undead Lantern again. Yeah, so as you come down here, there will be a jarling. This last pot on your left, just before the path bends around to the right, contains that jarling, guys. So grab that jarling. That's the only one on this level. Right, so down here, there's an ice archer. Take him out. And then carefully edge forward. If you go too far forward, you're going to trigger that Spellblade enemy again. But take out the ice archer. Wait for him to de-aggro so you do more damage. There we go. I'm going to take him out, but taking him out likely going to make that Spellblade shadow wake up next to him. So I'm going to quickly run back now. If you run all the way back up here, by the time you get here, he should have de-aggroed. And he'll stop just on that corner. Yes, you can get free headshot on him. Yeah, he normally de-aggroes about there. With that timing and me running away. So there we go. Free headshot. Right, now I've triggered him. I don't want to run up that slope because there's an archer above, of course, and the shield enemy. Because of course I am rested at the branch and reset them. Remember, you can use that wall, guys, to evade his attacks. Yeah, that attack, do not get caught in that. That's killed me a lot of times. It just depletes your stamina if you get hit by 1 or 2. And you just can't block against the other hits. But yes, take out that shadow. I think there's one more enemy. Again, it's still the shadow. Yeah, we've got another Spellblade shadow. I think it's the last enemy before the boss. Right, continue along here. Grab the Poison Spirit's Fuel on the left. I think one of the enemies dropped that item. I think one of the enemies dropped that as well, the stone. We can loot this memory. This memory should be here. So loot the memory, come along here, and at the back there is another item. This is a fossilized Wuyu, times 2 or 3. Right, up here next, there will be an enemy hidden. You can't actually see him unless you know exactly where to look. But it's actually between them barricades. Yeah, it's just there. Unfortunately, you can't get a headshot. Even if you smash them barricades, I just couldn't see his head. But I guess it allowed me to get a bit of extra damage. I'm not going to be using my javelin again after this. So yes, another Spellblade shadow. This is the last enemy before the boss, guys, and the next save point. got him. Right, so it's going to be a collection around this corner. Yes, that collection is Necromancy Research Journal number 2. And this boss coming up, it's actually a Reaper enemy which Bellend Arena can spawn. You know I say she can spawn a Reaper enemy, but it's really strong, so you want to try to avoid it. We're now going to see just how strong that enemy can be. Of course, the one she could summon was a little bit weaker. I mean, this is a boss type, and there, guys, is fixed items, I believe. It's that piece of the Guardian set. But yes, come down here next and trigger the Nexus. Yes, make sure you loot that chest at the top of the stairs. And come down here, guys, to unlock the centre of the ruins save point. So yes, this boss, I don't think he really has a weakness. Yeah, I don't really think anything works on him. And you also want to equip anything which will increase your damage. I'm not going to be using Javelin anymore, of course. This boss can also summon little remnants, similar to what Bellend Arena does. Yeah, but you really need to learn his attacks because he does massive combos, this guy. So you need to almost like brink guard every hit of his combo before kind of returning with your own attacks. And he does actually spawn his shields. So the thing with this guy as well is you can only damage him when his shield is broken. And guard penetration does not really work with this guy. So you know if guard penetration, unlike Bellend Arena's shield or Elamines, is it Elamine for shields? I'm thinking about a different enemy, aren't I? Oh yes it is, yeah, Elamine for shield. So guard penetration works really well on them. But on this guy it doesn't work. And first of all you want to take out the 2 wolves. So first quickly take out the 2 wolves and then take out this guy. As you can see, you can't damage him, guys, until you take out his health bar and exhaust him. You can only damage him when he's exhausted. So yes, you pretty much have got to try to bring guard all his attacks that do more stamina damage. So you need to focus on bringing down his stamina. Yes, even with guard penetration, you can't attack through it. And I couldn't really make any debuff stick on him. I tried fire, I think I tried poison. Yeah, I couldn't really get any to stick. But as you can see, each time you do exhaust him, he's quite weak and you do take off a good chunk of energy. Now he will normally take it in turns with summoning enemies. First he spawns the big guys with the swords. I think then he spawns archers. Then he eventually spawns dogs and then the undead assassin. So yes, as the fight goes on and he summons the remnants, he'll slowly summon stronger and stronger remnants. So yes, try to kill him as quick as possible, of course. Yeah, when you see the ring around him, you can normally get a few hits in before you need to dodge out of the way to avoid the blast it will do when he summons a remnant. And this is this massive flurry of combos. So yes, you do need to learn to kind of bring guard that pretty much. Right, got him again. Should be one more after this, hopefully. Yeah, try to do as much damage as you can when he's exhausted, because as soon as he recovers, guys, you can't damage him no more until exhausted again. So again, he's done the ring, you can get a few hits in and then dodge it away. He seems to always do that ring like shortly after he's been exhausted. And these are the archers. When he does the archers, I like to kill them as quick as possible, because these archers are really annoying, guys, when you're attacking the boss or trying to brink guard him, and then you get hit by an arrow at the same time. It interrupts you and it makes it so you get hit by the boss. So yes, when he summons the archers, I'm almost always ready. What I normally do is I unlock from the boss, so I deactivate my lock on because it makes it easier, and then just use my triangle potent blow attacks to kill the archers as quick as possible. If you're lucky, you'll hit more than one at a time. And got him, guys, that Reaper. So yes, that enemy, Bellend Arena can actually spawn him. And you actually unlock a new Phantom, Atlantis the Precise, which makes it so it increases your ranged damage. Yeah, so afterwards we're going to talk to Bellend Arena again, guys. Yes, then we're going to go back to the crevice. Yeah, so talk to her, guys, and we're going to move into her crevice. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you back on part 22 tomorrow.